What up? It's your boy T on reaction to Today's Music Money. So I'm gonna do one more, and this is going to be another of the DJ Max behind the music, behind some of your favorite dance tracks as well too. Though this is the one I want to check out. It's one of the curious stuff. I think I may have heard it. I'm not sure, but to get a story about this as well too, and I always like to show love to the originators of house music as well too. This is our people as well too. This is Ron Clark, Aki Deep. So this is Ron Clark, Roland Clark, I Get Deep, the making of a house anthem. Let's get it. I feel like I hear this. I might have heard it before if I hear it as well too. You know, because you probably something you never thought about because you didn't know the name of it, but you hear it like, oh, that joint. Anyway, let's get it.
I was like, wow, like I could write about this. What's up, everybody? My name is Roland Clark, and this is the story of I Get Deep.
The ones that say they know what is what, but they don't know what is what. They just strut. What the?
Oh, okay. The reason why I know about it in a way is a sample to Switch by Katy Perry. Oh, it's a good one. Oh, it's about to be a good one.
What? I get deep, I get deep, I get deep, I get deep, I get deeper into this thing, and I pretend that they're not there.
That's how I heard about this. Okay.
Before making I Get Deep was almost non-existent. I was wanted to tour.
First off, I like to tell something I like to do. I always like to go along the Wikipedia of these artists as well too, especially these songs as well too. So we're gonna pull it up right now before we get to know about this though. Let's see. He's from New Jersey, but origin New York. So he's on the New York house scene. You know, because house started in hope I can say it right. I want to make sure I said it right. I'm trying to remember which one who started what. House was Chicago, yeah. So House was Chicago, Techno is Detroit. I had to make sure. Always got to double check with that though. Like House is Chicago, Detroit is Techno. So anyway, but New York was became big in the house as well too, especially because the hip hop community was getting house till they had to break away for it because homophobia. Let's just put it out there, homophobia pretty much. But anyway, let's get it.
I just put this boy band called New Kids on the Block. After they broke up, I needed something to do. I needed some work, but I didn't want to.
Sorry, I kind of took over what he said about New Kids.
For making I Get Deep was almost non-existent. I was one of the tour managers for this
Oh.
boy band called New Kids on the Block. After they broke up, I needed something to do. I needed some work, but I didn't want to do a 9 to 5, so I just started making music as much as possible. I've done a couple of records before I Get Deep that hit pretty well. I was kind of embarrassed about using my name because I didn't want anybody to think I did music. For some reason, it was just like, I don't want anybody to know it's me. The inspiration was Todd Terry, believe it or not.
Todd
I
Terry
used to do shows where I was singing.
Legend.
But it was kind of harsh in my voice. I didn't want people to think I sucked. And Todd goes, well, just talk. I said, what do you mean just talk? He goes, I got a record you could talk on. Can you imitate a preacher? I was like, yeah, sure, I can do that. So the song was called Something Feeling Good in Your Soul, which is a huge hit for him, one of his biggest records. So we did that, and I was like, oh, that was easy. And he kind of gave me some money, and I was like, I could do this forever. The week before I did I Get Deep, I was at a club called The Shelter in New York. And the song is basically about that particular club. And it was just the vibe that night that when I saw people dancing, I was like, wow, like I could write about this. This would be the thing that I write about one day. So it's about the people in the club dancing and how it's not what it used to be and how my frustration of it, but it's okay, I'm gonna dance anyway. I had no music when I did I Get Deep. I just turned on the mic and just said it. I tried to picture myself as a poet and just, I did one of these and went, I get deep, I get deep, I get deep, I get deep. And the rest just kind of flowed out.
What? I get deep, I get deep, I get deep, I get deep, I get deeper into this thing, and I pretend that they're not there. I just stare. Up in the booth at the Dread Man, spinning the song, spinning it strong, playing things like, when can our house begin? That's my shit. What? Woo! I get deep, I get deep, I get deeper, I get deeper when people start to disappear, and it's about 6 o'clock.
Wow.
Ooh, I'm feeling hot.
Lyrically, that song has a couple of lyrics in there that everyone can relate to. Just the title is alone, I get deep. I get deep, I get deep. Everybody wants to feel like they're deep when they're dancing. Like, it kind of brings you to that place where you need to be in order to dance. I think there are a few lyrics in that song that people just gravitate towards, and that's the lyric that they need to hear. Like when you take all the bass out the songs and all you hear is this highs, and it's like, oh shit, like people do that. When you take the bass out the song, on any song, people go, oh, here it comes, So I just described what DJs do. Once the vocal was done, Merlin Bob, the A&R director of Atlantic Records, had a good friend named Freddie Sannon. Freddie Sannon had a startup label called Polar Records. Polar Records only had one release. And Merlin goes, give it to Freddie, he'll do good by it. So I give it to Freddie Sannon. Freddie Sannon licenses the record before his label even put it out to Chris's Cotimbo. Sasha, Digweed, those guys, they did a remix for the song. Unbeknownst to me, because I wasn't really following house music back then. I was just still in the whole pop world with new kids and who do I know and what parties. I was just trying to party. I could care less about the business of music. I got a call one day from a guy named Norman Cook.
Wow.
He goes, hey, I got a test pressing of your song. And I was like, what song? He goes, I Get Deep. I was like, oh, okay. So what do you need? And I didn't know he was Fatboy Slim, by the way. He goes, no, it's coming out next week. How much money do you want for me to put this on my album? I was like, I don't know.
I should have known that name sound familiar. And funny about it, I just did this whole recent. Hold up, before I go forward, let's get a little break real quick. I think y'all see something. I'm back. Yeah. When he said name, like, wait a minute, that name sound familiar. I'm like, I should have known. And funny thing about it, I just got finished doing a couple weeks ago. I did a react to his Mad video about Rockefeller Skank, So yeah, and I was looking at that his voice was also used, that he worked with Fatboy Slim as well too. So yeah, interesting.
I never dealt with the business of music. Like, he sounds like a nice guy on the phone. And I was like, no, we'll just do like 15 grand or whatever. He goes, yeah, great. We did the contract. It was real quick. The album came out. It was called Song for Shelter on the album. But thank God I listened to the whole album. There was a song in there called Star 69 that he sampled from I Get Deep. Now I'm like, okay, I'm not that smart, but I'm not that stupid. So I said, Norman, you can't change the name of the song. Those are two songs now. He goes, okay, so let's do another 15,000. I was like, okay.
They know what is what, but they
Yup.
don't know what is what. They just strut. What the?
So we never met. I never thought I'd ever meet Norman Cook. Down the street from where I lived
Wow.
on 21st Street was Virgin Megastore. He goes, hey, look, I'm going to be there on November 7th. I have a worldwide simulcast for my album that you're on. Come down. I can't even explain to you how big the crowd was. It went around the block twice.
Oh, wow.
One DJ. That was my first witnessing of a DJ being big. I'm in the audience, plays the record, he kind of points at me, and all the cameras just went, and that was like my face, a little taste of like fame. I was like, wow, like this is kind of cool. Everybody's looking. At the end of the day, we met up in the back room. He goes, do you DJ? And I went, no. He goes, oh, that's too bad. And I went, oh my God, I think I just messed up. So that night, I went to my friend DJ Camacho. I went to his house and said, yo, can you teach me how to DJ? He had tons of vinyl on the wall. He said, put 2 records on. He goes, match the kicks. That was it. I matched the kicks. He goes, you're DJing.
Yep, pretty much.
Wow.
I lived on
People may not realize it, that because you see how the song sounds. Because I felt that way before I got when I got to DJing, before I got to EDM. I thought DJing house and ED or electronic music in general was going to be the hardest one. I thought I had to do a lot of stuff, but all I gotta do was just simply blend. It's the simplest thing to do. Pretty much like you just said. It's really this DJing house and electronic music in general, especially because majority of them is going to be in the same BPM. It's easy as hell. It's easy as hell. And then the other stuff like trap and all that, sometimes you have to blend. You don't have to bend, you just drop the beat. Or sometimes you blend, but sometimes drop the beat and that's it. But yeah, it's DJing house music is easy. I mean, it's simple, but a great house music DJ still takes a little bit of skills because you still gotta know keys and not just blending because of BPM. You gotta know keys too. Sometimes keys is definitely important as well too when blending dance music for real. It is because keep the flow going. Sometimes, long as the key's not totally out of whack, it won't. It's fine. Sometimes if you might want to change keys, you want to switch things up a little bit, and it's still going. As long as the song sounds good, it's fine as well too. So yeah, he's not lying. It's just putting the kicks together is easy. Dead serious.
21st Street here. 2 doors down from me was Death Mix, David Morales and Frankie Knuckles. That's where their office was. Across the street from them was Strictly Rhythm. Next door to them was Tommy Boy, and across the street from them was Todd Terry. A couple of blocks up was King Street, Emotive Records. Everything was in a 10-block radius, so you would think I would be in house heaven, but I actually wasn't. I was just out trying to make different moves, but house music kept pulling me back in. Like, it was just back when house music was new and everybody had their own sound. Like Blaze had their sound, and Todd Terry had his sound, and I was the guy who sang with a high voice. I would just sell it. It was a natural thing to wake up in the morning and goes, okay, we got 2 hours to do a track. And we do a track in 2 hours, and we mix it, and we walk up the street and try to sell it. There was no plan. There was no strategy. It was just like, buy this. When I feel like it, I go on Beatport or TrackSource or whatever, and I type in the word I Get Deep. And I'm not the only one with a song called I Get Deep, but I have to listen to at least 10 to 15 songs called I Get Deep. Guaranteed 2 of them aren't properly licensed. So I got to kind of track them down. People would tell me, like, hey, you got a record called I Get Deep. I played it 3 times, and it's like, oh, thanks, But I never hung out in house music clubs. I always hung out with R&B, hip-hop stuff. So when I started going out to the house clubs, I would hear it. And of course, your ego gets a little, But the buzz was pretty big, And as soon as it would die down, somebody would go, I want to do a remix, and the remix would come. As soon as that would die down, it was just remix.
He's not lying. I mean, I could think of playing time like a song be done, and then a remix came out for it as well too. Like, cause when I started getting into DJing, I got heavy into EDM. I used to go to I was a website used to grab like the remix, the song, the remixes and all that as well too. I forgot the name of that song. I got to know a lot of artists at the time too of it. Not like personally, but like looked them up and all that as well too. So yeah.
Remix, and the record never went away to this day. It felt great. I mean, like just to get recognized for something that eventually became so huge. Every year that the record got re-released or remixed or licensed from somebody, it just kind of added on to my surety that this isn't going away anytime soon. When Katy Perry sampled it, I was like, this is it. Like, I'm gonna win with this record.
Yep.
Anytime you do something that people like, it's going to feel good. And then you try to duplicate that feeling by trying to write more and more things like it, But I don't think there'll ever be another record like I Get Deep.
Yeah, this is definitely a good interesting story right here as well too. Of course, the irony has tied together between Fatboy Slim, who I just reacted to not too long ago for his stuff. But yeah, this was definitely a good story to run about. And like I said, when he saw about when he said he didn't want to learn DJ, and he told him the simplest thing. It's sad, crazy thing about you may, as much you may not, sometimes people may not want to do DJ or EDM DJ because it's a little bit overthinking as well too. But at the same time, there's folks who will criticize you because of level of DJing as well too. But DJing is simply matching the kick, matching the sound, make sure it blends together as well too, as well. I hate to say it because I don't want to make it a open gate as well too, but you know me, I'm not really a gatekeeper or stuff, but anybody could be a DJ in a way, but just take skills to know it's 6 skills, mix the music, know the crowd of course, and also pick the right songs and mix as well too. That's the other key as well too. Other than that, this was a good video as well too. Shout out to Roland Clark as well too. Definitely I guess what made me it was made for me to react to this video this year. Other than that, if you love my reaction, like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. It's your boy T Son, and off one love.